Go.
Hi, and welcome to X-Ray FM, KXRY Portland, and KQACHD3 Portland. We are airing our first in a series of house shows. Tonight, we are running live on YouTube, live on the air, and live on Facebook. We are really excited to present our first ever one. Welcome, everyone. I'm very excited. We are here with X-Ray FM, and our mission is to hold up a microphone to the best and most distinctive of Portland. We build a culturally relevant center for ideas, music, and creativity in service of a more open media and a more just community. We can be found at 91.7 FM, 107.1 FM, and streaming online at X-Ray FM. We're bringing these house shows to you in order to, this house show series aims to bring together people virtually from our homes during this time of physical distancing. Directly supporting artists is our objective, and thanks to our sponsor, Falcon Art Community. Hi, Brian. Thank you. We are able to guarantee each artist who plays one of our house shows some payment. But that's not all. With your help, we want to encourage you, the viewer and the listener, to help our artists and to give a contribution through the link down on your screen. And at the end of it, we're going to make sure that all of those funds go out to local Portland artists affected by the COVID-19 crisis. We want to introduce also that there's a chat feature. We have chats up on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you have questions for any of our artists today, you can ask them in the chat feature. We have staff, Annie and Thea, moderating those chats. And if you want to give any shout outs or anything like that, go ahead and enter it in the chat feature and we'll get those and we'll be able to ask the artist any questions you have or show any love. I want to also give a hi to Jenny at Gritty Birds. I see that you're on. Hi, we love you. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you want to make a contribution, anyone, if you are able to, we really appreciate it. Our artists really appreciate it. We came together with our generous sponsor, Brian and the Falcon Art Community, to bring this series to you in order to assist our local music community. We want to also let you know that our friends at Wanamaker Wine are donating gift bags to for the people that donate within the first 15 minutes of this broadcast. So if you donate within the first 15 minutes, you'll be entered in a drawing to win a gift bag from Wanamaker Wine, and that will be hand delivered to you by our executive director, Jefferson Smith, during this broadcast. So you could get a gift bag at your door while you're tuning in. It's really good. So I won't, also tonight I should introduce our lineup. We've got Altadore and we've got Pure Bathing Culture. They'll each play sets. We'll have Q&As with both of the artists. You'll be able to ask questions if you put them in the chat, and I'll ask them the questions. And we're gonna get started right away with Altadore, who is just wrapped their first album, and and he'll tell you more about it. So right now we're going to go over to Altadore, and he's going to play a short set for us.
Hi, everybody. David here. We'll kick it off with a song called Big Cloud. You're not sure to stay in alone. You think of your pretty girl, you fill out your pretty world. Some days are long, but in the night it can get easier to pull the curtain down a certain window silly way. I'm feeling in sadness, it comes and goes, but mostly stays. Living in this big cloud, day to day. Living in this big cloud all the time. It's better in my mind. Sit in the front lawn, it's how you get on. Sunshine is gone. You pick up the telephone, each time you get alone, the world will pass you by. But in the night, it can get easier to sleep away the misbehaving little achy way I'm feeling, living in this big cloud all the time. There's a deep in sadness, it comes and goes, but mostly stays. Living in this big cloud, day to day. Living in this big cloud all the time. It's better in my mind. Living in this big cloud all the time. It's better in my mind. Alright, the song's called Sometimes. Oh, I've been searching for a while. I've been over trouble with a smile. Feeling I've been slipping, hope to nothing, I miss it sometimes. Oh, I've been tripping for a while, flopping like a flounder on the tile. Seeing I've been living, hope to nothing, I miss it sometimes. To ever know I'd be loving you, to ever know I'd be loving you. Sometimes I think it's true, I'm loving you. Oh, I've been searching for a while. I've been over trouble with a smile. Feeling I've been slipping, hope to nothing, I miss it sometimes. Thanks everybody for watching, tuning in. This next one's called All That Weight. all that weight on your shoulders. Take a breath out of life, think it over. It ain't all bad that you're older. You got all that ache in your tempo. Stop losing your mind like you meant to. It ain't all bad with a candle burning out. And may all these things that concern you fly. In time you won't be here, and that's all right. You got all that life in the mirror. If you look real close, you can see her waiting in line at the theater. She's got all that look in a smile, and something that says just stay a while. A flicker in the kitchen tile. And may all these things that love you fly. In time you won't be here, and that's all right. You got all the time in the whole world, just you and me and our little girl, looking at those little curls. Got a couple more. This one's called Once in a While. Once in a while, I think of you, I always do. Early in the morning, got things to do. When I think of you, with gardenia and wine, while I waste my time with you. Oh, with the mind of a child, I'll think of you once in a while. Silent, I'm walking through a field of white. I see your eyes and you're floating down by me. When all I hear are empty got one more. This one's called Noel in the Garden. It's all from a new record called Gardenia that came out just a couple weeks ago. My Noel, like Sundays in the paper and painting in the kitchen, dates on television. My Noel left a lifetime in a review. Now I'm driving with someone to talk to. My Noel, and all your spells, you're all I need, and my someone to talk to in the morning, walk to in the morning. My Noel, like Sunday in the garden, and the glasses on the mantle, the flicker in the candle. My Noel, like a sunbeam, looking just right in the bonfire, a beautiful morning light. My Noel, and all your spells, you're all I need, and my someone to talk to in the morning, walk to in the morning. My Noel, and all your spells, you're all I need, and my someone to talk to in the morning, walk to in the morning. My Noel, and all your spells, you're all I need, and my someone to talk to in the morning, walk to in the morning. My Noel, and all your spells, you're all I need, and my someone to talk to in the morning, walk to in the morning. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
How does it feel to be playing to a monitor instead of to a live audience?
It's so weird. Weird might be the only word to put it. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking for some reason. I'd rather play a sold-out show, I think.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, when you just you can't hear applause and you can't, it's just, a void in a way. But we do have a lot of people that are watching on YouTube. I see here I've got pulled up, we've got 64 on YouTube. So shout out to all of you. I'm not sure how many people are on the Facebook right now, but I want to ask you a couple questions. Is that okay?
Please.
Okay. So your new album, Gardenia, it's out now, but you're also working on a vinyl pressing. So tell me a little bit about that.
I am, yeah. I have the whole vinyl package designed by a great designer named Daryl Norson. It's being crowdfunded through a site called Crates with a Q. But all the information can be found at altadoremusic.com. My goal is 100 copies. Right now we're at about like 38 or so that have been funded. As soon as it hits the goal, that's when people are charged. If it doesn't meet the goal, it's like Kickstarter. It doesn't get funded, which would be fine. But it'd be really cool to hear the record on vinyl. I think it should be heard that way.
In what I've already listened to from the album, it does seem like it would be a good album to listen to vinyl. And one thing that I love that you're doing is that you're also offering a candle with people that support your the crowdfunding thing. So tell me about that. Where did you come up with this idea? I see it on your piano right there. So tell me about that.
Yeah, well, first off, like, definitely cannot take all the credit for this. My lovely girlfriend Jess helped me tremendously with it. So yeah, these are all made about 6 feet that way in our kitchen, and yeah, it's gardenia and cedar wood. And yeah, anyone that backs the crowdfund from here on out, I'm gonna throw in a free candle as long as they want it. I'll check in with everyone. But yeah, it's I think it smells pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, gardenias smell really good. And so what are I'm a candle person, and I spend too much money on them, and I know that they're really, really expensive, especially handmade ones. And I also think that the album, it just seems like a cool thing. I like that it's already sort of like a beautiful, moody album. And so putting a candle with it is such an interesting way to like market it and to sell it, and just a great compliment to it, to put you in that mood that I think that the album is already evoking. And I love it. I wish more people would do fun things like that. It's such a cool idea.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, scent is such a strong, sense. So it's evokes a lot of memories and things like that. So
yeah, and yeah, that's a great combination, I think. So speaking of gardenia, so artists typically support their new albums by touring. So with that off the table, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, how are you planning to promote the new album?
yeah, it's a great question, honestly. I would love to get out and play shows, and when the time is right, I'll do that. For now, I'm really just going to focus on creating. This is behind me. This is where I, make the majority of the music and recorded a lot of gardenia right here. And so, yeah, I'm going to kind of focus on creating and, continue to push the record through social media and stuff like that. And that's kind of what I have planned.
I mean, that's a good plan.
More of this, maybe live streams, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good transition, or there's still more to a lot of the songs from what I've heard on the album. And this is a great way to, kind of show off the lyrics. We've got people talking about the lyrics in the chat on YouTube.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of really good feedback. Someone said that they love candles. And so, this is a great start. Another thing is that I wanted to bring up is that, we get to see you in your home. So do you have anything interesting that you'd like to show us for show and tell?
I wish I had more fun things, and this might be for a small demographic of people. But I picked this like tiny little, really old tape machine up off of Craigslist years ago. It's like made in Germany. I've yet to get it working, unfortunately. But I got it for like $30, and someday I'm going to fix it and, use it on a record, and it'll be cool and full of character. But this might be, the coolest thing, at least in this room.
Very cool. I hope you do get it working, and that we get to, go from this where it's not working to then hearing it on an album. That's
it was either this or just me going and grabbing another one of my favorite candles. So.
Candle chat.
Yeah.
No, that was a great show and tell item. Okay, before we say goodbye, how do we find you? Where can someone pick up the album? Tell us all the channels and all the things, and we'll put your website at the bottom of the screen.
Great. Yeah, I mean, my website is definitely the best place to go. altadoremusic.com. And I think on Instagram, I'm the most active. It's just at Altadore, and quite responsive. Feel free to DM me. I will respond. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate this. This is super fun. I love what you guys are doing. Yeah, thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, thanks for being here. It's our first one. So thanks for kind of being our guinea pig. You're our first performer on this series, and it went off really, really well. You've got good light and everything. So yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
All right. We'll say goodbye to you later. We'll all say goodbye at the same time at the end of this, but goodbye for now. And thank you so much. That was delightful.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Right. All right. And so if you would like to further support artists like Altadore or our next upcoming performer, Pure Bathing Culture, or just generally artists within Portland that are impacted by COVID-19, remember that you can donate through the link below. It should be at the bottom of your screen. I can't see. I don't know. I hope it is. If the link isn't there, you could always visit our website at xray.fm, and there is information on our events page about this. And also, if you're streaming on Facebook or through YouTube, there should be donate links there. I want to give a shout out to people that have already donated. And I want to give a shout out to my beloved friends, Rachel, Jonathan, and Crystal, their dogs, and everyone else that's watching. We've got Chip, Victoria, Emily, Ben is on our YouTube streaming. Gabriella, all the way from Mexico, is watching. And thank you to all of you. I also want to give a shout out to Crystal and Jonathan's dog, Rudy, who is my dog's boyfriend, the sleeping dog behind me. Scooter says hello. And then we want to also, if you haven't contributed yet, I'm not sure who's won the gift bag of wine yet, but whoever has, I think Jefferson is probably on his way to your house now. Next up, we have Pure Bathing Culture, and they will be performing from their home. We've got, we're going to do this in 2 15-minute sets with a break in between where we'll do a Q&A. So if you have any questions for Pure Bathing Culture, go ahead and put them in the chat, whether you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Hi, welcome. I want to talk about, in 2019, you had 2 albums come out. You had Night Pass and Equinox. And I want to just kind of hand it over to you to talk about your songs, what you're going to be playing for us. Andre, thank you for for your comment, who thought my dog was deceased.
Oh, no.
So over to you at Pure Bathing Culture. I'm such a fan. I'm so honored that I get to moderate your performance with this, as I've already talk to you about what your music means to me. I mean, I've been a fan since Vetiver, and when I first moved to Portland, you headline Pop Now, and your music is kind of the soundtrack to my first couple of years in Portland, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So I'm going to let you take it away, and then we'll ask questions after your first set.
Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So we're gonna start playing now.
We're gonna take it from here.
Well, this song's called "Pray for Rain."
Pray for Rain.
Yeah. Here we go.
Child, when you're lost, or did you smile? Do you stumble? Are you wild? Are you fading in the shadows? Is it always on your mind? When they ask, do you decline? Are you ruthless? Are you kind? Or are you cut all the way through? Are you cut into? Cut all the way through? Are you hot, heavy jungle? Visions lifted in the lace? Was it just a little taste? Did you say it to his face? Now you dance in the shadows, and they're calling out your name. Is it pleasure? Is it pain? Did you pray for rain? Or are you cut in two? Cut all the way through? Are you cut in two? Cut all the way through? Are you cut in two? Cut all the way through? Cut all the way through? Are you cut in two? Cut all the way through? Cut all the way through? Ooh, tell me, are you cut? Cut all the way through? Ooh, tell me, are you cut? Cut all the way through? Cut all the way through? Yep. Cut all the way through? Uh-huh. Cut all the way through?
Whoa, there's no one here but us. Wow.
There's no one here but us. No, they're all here, Dan. We just can't
That
see
was
them.
fun.
Jennifer's clapping. That's great. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you. Okay, we're gonna play another song. It's called Pendulum.
And I think we'll play it
You're the cat's eye. You're the pendulum. When the orator says it's your time, you're the one. And all the natives sing, you know it's your time, you're the one. Little fears, whispered in the rabbit's ear, and I gonna swing like a pendulum. Ooh. In your mind's eye, you see pentacles, fortune tellers that say it's your time, you're the one. And your wife, she says, hey, yeah, you know it's your time, you're the one. Little fears, whispered in the rabbit's ear, and I'm gonna swing like a pendulum. changed through the years. Now all you do is swing like a pendulum. And you're hollow, hollow, hollow. So hollow,
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like we can hear their applause, even
Yeah.
though we can't.
And I hope you guys are all doing really good and everyone's okay and feeling all right. It's a hard time. But there's a lot of hope. I hope.
It's true.
We've been writing a new record, slowly writing a new record. We might try to fumble through a couple of things. This is a new song called The New World's Child, I think. Okay.
If I could, I would have pushed out the gray for a piece of the pinker hue. But lately I've been thinking about the power of evil, the power of evil. And hasn't it been written in the sky that even when the devil's in disguise, ooh, the new world's child, the black bonnet, the new year's child, the new world, infinito, the cat comet, a black bonnet, or the new world. If I could, I would have pushed out the gray for a piece of the pinker hue. And boy, lately I've been dreaming about the power of people, the power of people. And hasn't it been written in the sky that even when the devil's in disguise, ooh, the new world's child, the black bonnet, the new year's child, oh, the new world, infinito, the cat comet, oh, the new world. A black bonnet, oh, the new world. Ooh, infinito, the new world.
Sorry, I goofed up a couple of those changes.
That's okay.
All
I'll let it slide this time.
right. Okay. You're not gonna dock my pay?
No, not this time, but
Okay.
next
I
time.
hate when you do that.
Don't do it again.
Yeah. It sucks for me when you do that.
I know.
I don't have any money. You have all the money.
That's how it should be. We're gonna play a song from Night Pass. The song's called Thin Growing Thing. And we're really excited. We just made a video for this song that's gonna come out soon, hopefully soon, with our friend Abby Portner, who's an amazing visual artist. And we feel like this is a really good song for now, because we really should try to have as much hope as we can, and that's what this song's about.
I wear a ring for each thin growing thing. In each thin growing thing, you can feel it, yeah, you can feel it. In green and gray, in sunlight and in shade, in starlight and in rain, and in the sharpest blade, you can feel it, you can feel it, yeah, you can feel it, you can feel it, yeah, you can feel it, you can feel it, yeah, you can feel it, yeah. My lonely dove, I know it hurts, it does. But what else can you trust if you can feel it? Yeah, you can feel it in from above. Yeah, I know it, you up. But what else can you trust if you can feel it? Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it, yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it, yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it, yeah, you should feel, you should lift for love. Lift for love and live for something. Lift for love and live through something. Lift for love and live through something else. My lemon light, I know what's on your mind. If it's all that you can find, then you should feel it. Yeah, you should feel it. You can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it. Yeah, you should feel. You should live for love. Live for love and live for something. You can live for love and live through something. Live for love and live through something. So oh, you can feel it, yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it, yeah, you should feel it. You can feel it, yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. That was lovely. I have a couple of questions for you, but first I kind of want to read some of the comments that came through in the YouTube chat, which I can see. I haven't seen the Facebook one yet, but you've really struck a chord with some of our listeners.
I hope a good one.
Yeah. I think that people are.
Start with the bad. Only bad comments.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read the mean ones.
Just kidding. Don't you dare read any bad comments.
I also, just before I even read these comments, I want to give a shout out to Chase, who is engineering this whole thing. And I know that when we're doing our back and forth, it's a screen in screen that looks like, you know, a political talk show crossfire.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just want to shout out how funny it is and how much I'm enjoying it when I was shown what the screen looked like. I love it. We got Jessica on the YouTube just wrote PBC, 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 PBC. We've got lots of hearts. Sarah's ring is fire. We got from Ben. Jenny over with Gritty Birds said, I legit just got teary-eyed. Miss you all so much. We got from Brett. Hey, PBC, Brett here from Central Illinois. Love Night Pass. Oh, I have a question for you. You ready? He's got a question.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Love Night Pass and just got hats on vinyl. My question is, did you have any other albums under consideration before deciding on Blue Nile's album?
No, we had always wanted to cover that record like for years. I don't know why. I mean, it's an amazing record, but we really got it in our head to cover the whole record. Probably for like 5 years before we did it. So that's cool that I love that people are hearing that record and having an opportunity to listen to it, because it was a limited vinyl release, and it's not really on streaming services right now. But hopefully we can like introduce that record to more people.
Yeah, there are quite a few people that are referencing it on the YouTube chat. So there's fans out there. I'll read one more comment before I get to my other questions, just because it's so far away. Good to you guys. My favorite pendulum. Greetings from Auckland, New Zealand.
Rad.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah, we've also got someone singing along from Indianapolis. Be glad I'm in Indianapolis where you can't hear me, from John. And lots of very loud applause. We've got a viewer from California, from Oklahoma, all sorts of great people. But now I have questions for you. So in 2019, you did a lot of touring. And you kind of started touring into 2020. Did you have to stop any or cancel any tour dates because of the COVID-19 pandemic?
We did, yep. There were a lot of things that were in the works that weren't announced yet that we had to cancel for 2020. And then we had 2 shows on the books that have been rescheduled right now. But it's hard to say if we'll get back to live music this year or not.
Yeah, I saw that you've got at least 2 shows scheduled for August. So those are probably, and one is a local one. So those are probably likely going to get rescheduled, you think?
I think so.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're learning more information every day. So, you know. So with the pandemic happening, have you been able, and with all the touring that you did, has staying at home sort of provided you some quiet time to get creative and make more music? Or have you just been taking this time to be at home to binge watch Tiger King like the rest of us?
We're watching Tiger King right now, actually, while we're doing this.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
We both rushed to make Tiger King.
I know.
I'm just going to tell the truth. I mean, we watched Tiger King like
in one night.
The first day that it came out. So that was forever ago.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? We're staying creative. We've been writing a record, like I said before, and we've been scoring some things, which is cool. We scored a movie. Or finished scoring a movie, and some other things that I can't talk about that are super top secret.
Can you tell us about scoring the movie? Any details on that?
It's also top secret.
It's
right
also
now, I
pretty
think.
top secret. Yeah.
I'm surprised
top secret?
I'm surprised you even brought that up.
Well, I mean, it's stuff we're doing, so
Okay.
I just thought I would try to make it seem like we were doing something other than
Watching Tiger
watching
King
Tiger King.
over and over and over
We're
again.
just watching Tiger King.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. But the question is like what we're doing, right?
Yeah. The question is what we're doing. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing? We've been making our own food.
We've been making a lot of our own food. Yeah, which we didn't used to do, but we do that a lot now. No, but we have been it's been hard to stay connected to creativity because I think it's easy to get distracted by everything that's going on. And there's so many aspects of it that unfold all the time, and there's so much information being sent to us at all times. It's sort of like this fear. You're kind of like, I felt like a little bit in a state of like, should I be totally afraid right now, or is everything going to be okay, or whatever? Than just like worrying about people being okay. And it's definitely a really stressful time. But I feel like we've written 4 records together, and it's something that we really love to do. And I don't think that we're going to stop doing that. No pandemic can stop PBC.
It's not shutting you down.
No, but it is challenging us a little bit.
I want to also note that I love this sort of muted, pale pink, rose-colored background you have. And I know that you don't have a whole lot going on, but I do want to comment on those crystals that you've got behind you. And I'm going to call you out on a show and tell. What's your favorite one?
Well, I feel like I just want to show, this is kind of like a little bit, I was talking about this earlier, but these are both actually selenite. So they're both the same crystal, but selenite is really malleable, and actually you can't get it wet because it will kind of melt. So these are my 2 favorites right now. I don't know about you, Dan.
My favorite is this shell crystal.
That's not a crystal.
I want to see it. Tilt it. Oh, that's the shell.
It's a crystal carved in the shape of a seashell.
It's not. It's a seashell from the
You're
East
not fooling this one. You're not fooling me. All right. So you've got a second set coming up. Is there anything you'd like to tell us about this next short 15 minutes, 20 minutes collection that you're going to be doing for us?
We'll play. The first 2 songs we're going to play are from our last record.
From Night Pass.
Which is called Night Pass. So we're going to play 2 songs from that. One's called All Night and one's called Devotion. And we should probably just start with that. Let's see how it goes.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Dark nights and blackest dreams when nothing's ever as it seems, and you're all alone. And what's left in between when creepers pick your stitches clean, and you're all alone. But there's one thing that I can't keep, this twilight kiss from me. Yeah, yeah, all night I'll run with you till black in the sky turns blue. Yeah, all night I'll run with you till black in the sky turns late nights and starless stones when there's no moon to lead you home, and you are all alone. But these nights, they live in me, and I have clever energy, and you are not alone. But watch them run and hide when I light the lightning shrine. Yeah, black in the sky turns. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All night I'll run with you till black in the sky turns. It's true. Yeah, all night I'll run with you till black in the sky turns. All night I'll run with you till black in the sky turns blue. Yeah, all night I'll run with you till black in the sky turns. Till black in the sky. I'll run with you all night, yeah. Till black in the sky, I'll be with you all night.
This one's Devotion.
For as long as I can remember, with fortunes of forward motion and visions of growing orchards, but white moon strings they found me, and she wrapped her arms around me, and she wrapped her arms around me, and she whispered, she said, darling devotion. It put stars in the jewels, and darling devotion, you know it's all we can do. I am the dusty diamond, I sparkle and shine in silence. 1,000 times I've tried it just to let it slip behind me, but your time span orbit found me, and you wrapped your arms around me, and you wrapped your arms around me, and you whispered, you said, darling devotion. It put stars in the jewels, and darling devotion, you know it's all we can do, yeah, we can do it. We put the stars in the jewelry, let's put the stars in, and you wrapped your arms around me, and you whispered, you said, darling devotion, devotion, what's the stars in the jewels, and darling devotion, you know it's all we can do it all night through, because it's me and you, yeah, it's me and you, come on, it's me and you. Yeah, it's me and you, and all I wanna do, 'cause it's me and you, putting stars in the jewels, just me and you. Hey, put the stars in the jewels, just me and you, putting stars in the jewels, just me and you. Hey, put the stars in.
Cool.
Guitar is hard sometimes. Oh, we're gonna put the
You
capo
have to put
on.
the capo on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have 2 more songs in our set list. I'm gonna tune. Maybe you can tell them.
This one's Ivory Coast. We wrote this. This is one of the first songs we wrote together, and I think this was actually the third song that we ever wrote together, and it was also the first song that we wrote completely in Portland when we first moved here. So that's cool, Jennifer, that you said it reminds you of Portland, because
Yeah.
it reminds us of Portland too.
Okay.
I would rest my heart upon your silver screen. Colored lines, black and gold. I would press my hand upon your window pane. Every time, black and gold. Always mine, black and gold. I know that you will love me till my eyes do close. You're what I love the most. I pray that you will keep me where the starlings pose, along the Ivory Coast. I could walk 4 miles with you until you're tired, along the shore, black and gold. Tell you you're the only one that I admire. Always mine, black and gold. Yeah, every time, black and gold. I know that you will love me till my eyes do close. You're what I love the most. I pray that you will keep me where the starlings pose, along the Ivory Coast. I know that you will love me till my eyes do close. You're what I love the most. I pray that you will keep me where the starlings pose, along the Ivory Coast. Along the Ivory Coast. Along the Ivory Coast.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna play one more song. And before that, I just want to really say thank you guys so much for everyone who tuned in. It
Yeah,
means
thank
so
you all
much to
so
us, and like for listening to our music. I can't even put into words. Like, thanks so much for all that. So we'll play one more song. This is another a really new song that is still kind of, I think, maybe halfway written, but we just wanted to try it. I hope I remember the chords, because but it's called, maybe,
Well,
I don't know, it's maybe called Heron, or I Heard the Heron.
Yeah.
I Heard the Heron. I
if
think is what it's
someone
called.
can tell us if they have an idea of what it should be called.
And then I just have to think about the tempo here.
Okay.
I heard the heron say, the springtide brings the rain. A belly full of shames, a candle for a flame. His skin he'll shed
the snake return, regenerate, to reach a crest, a wave must give it all it takes. And every season has its winner in the race. But what keeps a heart from break? I'd guess it's saving grace. I'd guess that's what it takes. I heard the heron say,
Whew, made it. Thanks again so much.
thank you all
I hope
so
you guys
much.
are having a good night.
That was so beautiful. Thank you. I'm losing it over here, and I'm not the only one. When you played Ivory Coast, I mean, that song strikes a chord with so many people. I'm trying not to cry, but I think that in times like that we're in right now, it's so important. Music is so important. Art is so important during these times. And I'm not the only one that's getting these feelings. We're in this, this weird, digital room right now with all these different people, but I'm looking at the comments and so many people are just feeling the same things. And thank you so much for being a part of this. I mean, when things go awry like they are right now, we count on artists to make us feel better. And music is so important in these times. And I hope that you have a moment to look on YouTube and see. I could read them all day, but there are so many great, beautiful comments, and your music is getting us through right now. And I thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And I'm going to try to turn it around and not cry. And I'll throw one question at you from the chat, because there were a couple people popping off in the comments that I feel like I can change my emotional energy here. And they are about someone's beard, Daniel's beard. And so someone in the comments wanted to know, Sarah, how are you dealing, and how do you feel about Daniel's coronavirus beard?
Wow. I really like his beard. I think it looks great. I'm cool either way, and I've actually seen it way longer than that. We were talking about that recently, but I like it. I think it looks really good.
I was holding out a lot longer than most of my friends. I feel like when I started talking to my friends like 3 weeks in, they just all looked like
this hasn't been
like
going on
Woodstock,
that long.
and I was just like, man, I'm gonna stop shaving too. If all my friends did.
Yeah, I stopped shaving.
Yeah.
But I stopped shaving. So
that looks so great. Yeah.
I feel you. All right. Well, thank you again. And we appreciate you so much. And again, I want to encourage you.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
The same thing goes to people who listen to music. Like, if listeners get artists through music, it's if artists get people through music, people listening get artists through music. It's a circle.
Yeah, we're so grateful to everyone who listens and supports us. It means so much.
Thank you. It's what you're bringing to the table is so valuable, and I feel like the least we can do is offer some support, and I want you to know that as artists, I know that I live in a circle with a lot of musicians, graphic artists, and stuff, and they're a group of people that are constantly being asked to work for free, and constantly being depended upon to make other things happen. And so I'm really happy and grateful that all the people that are chiming in are donating and understanding the importance of music, especially in times like these. We can't be, sort of asking, artists to keep giving and giving and giving without giving back. So, yeah, thank you so much. And I know you're going to, stop and mute the video, but I hope that you stick around so we can all kind of wave goodbye together at the same time at the end. And I know we're running over time, so I'm going to wrap it up here in a minute, but thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Sending love to everyone.
Yeah. And I just want to remind everyone to donate if they're able to. We are going to be here for you either way. But if you are able to make a contribution, all proceeds go to benefiting artists that are impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, which most touring artists are. A lot of artists, get they tour and they sell merch and they, are doing things that are live in the shows, and that's how they're making money. So again, I want to thank our supporters and the people that made this happen. I want to thank Falcon Art Community. I want to thank Brian. I want to thank Dave out there, who's a friend of our station. I know we're running over time, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to read everyone that contributed tonight. And I also want to give a shout out to our wine winner, our gift bag winners, Laura and Jonathan. And I want to thank our donors, Marcella, John, Amy, Nick, Jonathan, Charles, Ben, Laura, Rachel, Annie, Brandon, and Matthew. And Matthew specifically said Sarah and Daniel are the reason for his contribution, all the way from Minneapolis. And so so anyway, thank you. And thank you to everyone that's tuned in on Facebook, on the air, on Instagram, if we did it on Instagram, on YouTube. Thank you to all of our partners. We will be doing more of these streaming concerts, so I'd really like to encourage each and every one of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where you'll be able to find the updates. And if you haven't already followed us on Facebook, go ahead and follow X-Ray FM on Facebook. For donations to support artists in this time, the link should be at the bottom of your screen somewhere, or it's in the chats. And I think that's all I've got. And thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. And then we want to wave goodbye, all of our artists.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of our staff. Thank you, Chase, who's engineering, Annie in the chat rooms, Theo. I want to thank DJ Bobby D for letting us break into his radio show to promote this event. I want to thank Jeff, who was out there delivering gift bags, courtesy of Wanamaker Vineyards. And again, thank you so much to the Falcon Art Community. Thank you to Dave, and thanks to Nina. Thank you to all the team, all of our artists, and all of you watching. Thank you and goodbye.
Yo.
I think we're off.